Remember, we were talking about anicca. Dukkhata and anattata. So these were the discussion we were having. We had the amount of, because remember, you need to know these three topics in connection with three bodies. Because one thing, before the Buddha, people did not believe much about impermanence. And of course, dukkhata, it was a common thing, but again coming into soullessness. So what do we call anattata? Is known as non-substantiality. Non-substantiality, substance, we call it substancelessness. If you can remember this word, substancelessness or non-substantiality. That's called anattata, impermanent, suffering, and or what is it called? Some scholars say selflessness, non-self, selflessness. So today, I'm going to share with you, all of you please remember this discourse is very important. Maha, Tanha, Sankhya, Sutta in Majjhima Nikaya. Sensei, please remember this discourse is very, very vital discourse. Do you want to know about how rebirth takes place? In Buddhism, is not created by God. The life, how the baby is origin, how the embryo coming into existence. This is a very good discourse. You can read a lot. It's a very long discourse in Majjhima Nikaya, Middle saying. It is in what is it called? Majjhima Nikaya. When I look at that, among the first 50 discourses, you can see Mahatma. Try to read it. It's a very good sensei, because but this one, it is something referring to Vijnana. Vijnanam, Aniccam. Do you know, it was a very difficult thing for the Buddha to convince the world that the mind is impermanent. Body impermanent, yes, everybody understand, because people grow old, so easy to show that, yes. You must remember, it's easy to teach body is impermanent, because the changing nature of the body is there so much. Even though we do not understand it during younger days, but in the life of the Buddha, you can refer to it. Mamoru, when the Buddha was 29 years old, Buddha, right? 29 years old, Prince Siddhartha. He's very young, very handsome. He doesn't know what is the word suffering. 29 years. Do you know interesting thing? Very interesting. According to the life story, he had 500 attendants. 500 attendants. We may say servants. 500 servants, sensei, the Buddha had. So he didn't feel, and the father did not allow him to go out for 29 years, especially after marriage. We may see 13 years. Got married, right? 13 years he didn't go out. So he didn't know what it is. What is old age? What is sickness? What is death? But old and sick and dead. So it is what happened. It was something different for the Buddha. But then, as I told you, this is very easy, very, very easy. Even I myself, I know when I get sick, it is painful thing. But then how to? How about mind? That's a difficult thing, right? So in Mahatana Sankhya Sutta, in Majjhima Nikaya Mahatana Sankhya Sutta, right? A monk named Sati. Please remember, all of you, like a story. His name was Sati. He is a Buddhist monk. I'm giving you a very interesting point. Please remember, it may be, but because you are, when you learn this, especially when you are in the university level, you must have a good Dhamma knowledge. You must have a good Dhamma knowledge. Then what happened? What did Sati say, right? Bhagavata Dhammang Desitang Ajanami. He is telling, I know what the Buddha said. Yatha Tadevitang Vinyanang Sandhavati Sansarati. If you all can remember this, even if you can't remember what it is called, these Pali words, but it's good to remember. Just remember Vinyanang, these three words, Rahul, is very, very important. See, very philosophical, and Vinyanang Sandhavati Sansarati. Highlight these words. He claimed that, what did he claim? same consciousness, the same consciousness what we have today transmigrate. Do you understand what does it mean, Hiroko? Right? Same consciousness. There is no changes to consciousness what when you die. So he claimed, in his statement, he claimed that the consciousness is permanent. Vijnana is permanent. Vijnana, tadevitang vijnana, same consciousness. Sandhavati samsarati. Do you know, Rahul, in Hinduism, Hinduism has similar kind of statement. That's why in Hinduism, they mentioned about transmigrate. Sensei, you know, in Buddhism, you know, the word in Buddhism, we call it what? Puna bhava, puna bhava, puna bhava. It is known as puna bhava, puna bhava. How do we translate in puna bhava? Come again. But anyway, I leave it to you. We do not, certain Buddhist scholars don't use the word, what is it called? Reincarnation. We do not use in Buddhism reincarnation. Sometimes we call it, when you say punabhava, is we call rebirth or come again. Sorry, Sensei, I'm not actually, I don't criticize even other Buddhist groups. In Tibetan Buddhist school, they use the word reincarnation. That's why they claim that Rinpoche, you know, in it of lamas, all those kind of, they say that, oh, it's a reincarnation of so and so and so and so and so and so. But in Pali literature, the word had been registered as punabhava, punabhava. Sure, we are going to have another life, next life. But this next life, but the Sati said what in Hatana Sankhya Sutta, according to Sati, he said that is a same consciousness. What does it mean, same consciousness? That's the nature of reincarnation. If same, what will happen? Human be human. Animal be animal. God be God. Bird be bird. Only. Bird only can be bird in the next life. Dog only can be dog in the next life. But dog cannot be human being. Human being cannot be dog. You see, this is what. But the Buddha said impossible. I share with you something, right? This is psychology. Are you looking at Sensei? Can you see the screen, all of you? Right? You can see, right?
Yes, yes.
Mamoru, can you see the screen?
Yes, I can.
Yes, I can.
Okay, I show you something. Okay, look at here. I'm giving you some life. So this is called, right? And there's a gap. Wait, this is something additional, but you try to learn. Okay. Then there's a gap. This is called in Buddhism. I put it here. Number 1. Number 17. Just remember something. I saw you have been learning, what is it called? How to say the Buddhist psychology also. Now we look at this is called in Buddhism Chitta Viti, means thought process. How does our mind work? How does our mind work? I'm going to give you something additional knowledge, but you are Buddhist. Sensei Sensei Okoaki, right? Mamoru-san, you all can use one day. Now, okay. This life from number 1 to here. Here you have an action in mind. What is it's called chutti. What is chutti? I don't write, but you write the English word. Chutti means death. Death, dying. Now we have seen gap. What is that? This gap, right? You have a gap.
The
next action is called patisandhi. Rebirth. You see the Pali word, you all study Pali, right? Pati plus sandhi. Pati mean again, is a prefix in Pali language. Sandhi, you know sandhi, right? There are a lot of sandhi, right? Sandhi is to unite, to link, to join. So this life, see, like Rahul, you all, me, here, before Chutti, you are in Japan, I'm in Singapore. And then after Chutti, there is a gap. What is this gap? This gap, anybody knows? This gap is where in Buddhism, preparing for next life. Preparing for next life. Got it? So what happens here? Aisha, you can write down. What do you see here? Okay, when I taught you karma, now you remember, you know our lessons are interlinked. Garuka, Asanna, Achinna, Katatta. Remember, 4 kammas. These 4 kammas are called regenerative karmas. How our rebirth take place. How our rebirth take place. Right? Our rebirth take place. Now you look at that. I cannot draw too much chart here, but next week I try to send it to you. It's very interesting. You must, one day you must learn sensei. How does our mind work? The most, in a way that the advanced, the distinguished lesson is knowing thought process. How does it proceed? What are the 17 activities? I say 1 to 17. There are 17 activities in between. When the 17 activities completed, we call it thought. What kind of thought? Decided by the center. You see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Preparation. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Karma making. Kamma. 16, 17. Registering. Recording. Collecting data. Like I'm talking to you with my data. So I thought, I read, I look at, so that. I'm going to give you, because Sati said, what did Sati, that Venerable, said during the lifetime of the Buddha, according to Mahatana Sankhya Sutta, same consciousness reincarnate. There's no change to this consciousness. Then, if you are a human being, no need to be worried. Sorry, you are Japanese human being, you in Japan. I'm Sri Lankan human being in Sri Lanka. Rahul and right, madam, in Indian human beings, they will reborn in India as human being. No changes. Changes cannot be done. That was it. Then I'm giving you what was the Buddhist, the Buddha's doctrinal message. So the Buddha said, you continue your life. There's one point you get ready to leave, chutti. You look at these Pali words. You all study Pali also. By the way, Mamoru, do you have dictionary? The Rhys Davis dictionary? You all must keep a good dictionary. That's a very big dictionary. That dictionary can teach you. So chutti is to leave this word. That means you come to stop your thinking. Stop your thinking, like Sensei as Sensei, Rahul as Rahul, Sauri as Sauri, me Gunaratana as Gunaratana. No more. Stop thinking. So start new thinking. What is this new thinking? Can be the same. Can be. What the Buddha said. Interesting, eh? You want to remember? Nacha so, nacha anyo. Neither he nor another one. Neither the same, no another. Then how? If same, then you talk about Atman concept and you don't believe in changing nature. So on and so forth. Yeah. Are you looking at it? So the Buddha said what? One of the 4. Please remember, this is also important for you when you talk about, because we are coming to the lesson later, the karma. But it's just part of karma we have to discuss. We have few months. But I'm trying to give you very analytical and scholarly understanding. When you are in the university, you do a BA in Buddhism mean sensei, the topics very important, because you know the how are we going to defend our religion? It's only by consciousness. But again, the Buddhist monks, the Buddha's disciples also challenge the Buddha. No. This is what you told me. This consciousness transmigrate. But then what happened? The Buddha refuted it. And here you see, if you have done a very heavy karma, Patisandhi will be in according to that. Today I don't discuss, but when we are talking to karma lesson, I show you this chart and we discuss. It's very interesting. It can be asana karma. Asana means death proximate. Supposing anything happened to me at this moment, I die. How do I die? When do I die? I die while I'm teaching. I'm happy. I'm happy to see you. I'm happy to share the teaching of the Buddha with you. I'm very happy. So if I die now, most likely I go to a good place. But after this lesson, if I die, I don't know whether I go to good place or bad place. Right? Maybe Rahul go for some go out and go and eat and they can drink and dance and come back. Right? So we do not know. But of course, 8 to 9 learn in Buddhism, 9 to 12 drink and dance, finish. So what will be when we are dying? What is the nearest asana? Then the Buddha said, it is also possible to have achin. Regularly, what do we do? Do we do any good or bad thing regularly, constantly, non-stop, daily, weekly, monthly, annually? But when you say achin, it could be very regular. At least weekly you are doing it. Talking like you learn dharma. Now many days you learn dharma, right? It's achinna karma, good karma. So you have a lot of good thoughts in your head. You listen to me one day, listen to Bhante, listen to other teachers other days. So you have a lot of good things in your mind. So that can come in. In the absence of that, if you do not have, now you are going to leave, you don't have garuka, you don't have asana, you don't have achinna, then what will happen? Katatta, last life karma. We do not know how long. So the Buddha said like that. And also, we cannot say, because what will happen, like all those when these things happen. Yeah. So have you got it now?
Yes.
Then Sati said what? Same mind transmigrate. The Buddha said, Buddha told him, you say what? Mogha Purisa. You know the word Purisa?
Yes.
What is Purisa, Sayuri?
It's a monk.
Purisa. Purisa means what in Pali?
Mamoru.
Person.
Mamoru. Purisa mean man. Moga mean what? Foolish man.
Foolish.
The Buddha told this Sati, you are foolish man. When did I tell you that same mind transmigrate? Is it my teaching? You don't. The Buddha said that this monk interpret my teaching very wrongly. So they are the Buddha mentioned. I'm giving you now dharma, right? So the Buddha said what? I give you Pali word. Chakku, Sota, Dhana, Juha, Kaya, Mana. 1, 2, right? Chakku, Sota, Gana, Jivha. Or you can say when we say the word mana, we also call what? Hadaya. Base. So you have 6 activity. 6 consciousness. 6 feeling. 6 perception. See? Chakkuncha paticca chakku viññāna, sotancha paticca sota viññāna, ghanancha paticca ghana viññāna, jivha paticca jivha viññāna, kaya paticca kaya viññāna, mano paticca mano viññāna. 6 consciousness. Now the Buddha said what? Depending on your act at the moment of death. Chutti. In between chutti, you're about to leave, you can have new thought, or you die, okay, no new thought, then what will happen? That's in between. You also can plan like this. At the moment of death, rebirth take place. When we say rebirth take place, Buddha said what? 31 realms, places. You can be human, you can be animal, you can be ghost, you can be demon, you can be God, you can be Brahma, so on and so forth. This is 31 places. In 31 places, you can be anyone. You can be anyone. So the Buddha, have you got it now? Here Buddha said what? Viññānaṁ aniccaṁ. Please write down, remember this word. Consciousness is impermanent. If consciousness is impermanent, consciousness is impermanent, right? That's what. Consciousness is impermanent. Viññānaṁ aniccaṁ. If consciousness is impermanent, birth is also. When I say birth is also, how do we die? Got it? How do we die? Why do we? When do we? Understand? Where do we? See? How do we die? Why do we die? When do we die? Where do we die? Right? You can say, due to what do we die? See? Recently, many people died by COVID, right? Japan, thousands. In Singapore also. Sri Lanka, every day 200 people die. Die. A lot of Sri Lankan die overseas, in America, in Japan, in Korea, in Germany, in France, in Singapore. Where? How do I know? Right? We have seen recently, right? One flight went off from Shanghai side. Where did they die? They died in the forest. Yeah, but they were going to the family. In the other airport, all the mother, father, family all waited with cars to take them and go to the house and see, happy, celebrate, all those kind of things. Then what happened? It went into a jungle. Went into jungle. And what do you see? Even yesterday night, somebody sent me. Yesterday night, somebody sent me, recently that China airline crash. See, did they get into the flight to die in the forest? No. They get into the flight to go into the other destination, to meet people, right? Do they think that we die in fire because everyone was burnt? No life was spared. See how? This is where the Buddha said. This is where the Buddha said, anicchata. So the Sati in Mahatanha Sankhya Sutta, Sati in Mahatanha Sankhya Sutta claimed that that's what he thought. As the Buddha illustrated about consciousness, he thought that consciousness is permanent. What does it mean? Vijnanam niccang. Look at this word, Mamoru. Niccang aniccang. Vijnanam niccang. Consciousness is permanent, right? Consciousness is permanent. No change. The Buddha said no. Do you know, this is where you have to understand one important message here. Early Buddhism has very strong view of it. Does not believe in what is reincarnation. Reincarnation is possible, but that we will discuss another way, not in the ordinary mind. Okay, today I want to share with you, Sensei, very important thing, right? The Buddha mentioned that why people don't believe in anicca, dukkha, anatta so much, right? So the Buddha said what? Okay, if you can remember today, little bit. Vipallasa, distortion, illusion, right? Distortion, or it is called illusion. Try to pay attention. I'm going to share with you illusions or perversions. Vipallasa. Perversions over 3 characteristics of the world. 3 characteristics of the world. I'm diverting your attention a little bit. Later, I'm going to talk again this year. Why it is very difficult for human beings to accept these 3 characteristics. What do we call? What is our topic? Tilakhhan. 3 signs, 3 marks of the universe. Anicca, dukkha, anatta. So Buddha said due to, right, 1. Sanya vipallasa. Kita please take note. In addition to Mahatan, today my lesson, concentrate on these 2 points. First, Mahatanha Sankhya Sutta. In Mahatanha Sankhya Sutta, a Buddhist monk by the name of Sati, a bhikkhu by the name of Sati, he did interpret the word of the Buddha wrongly, telling the same consciousness, Sandhavati Sansarati, Samsara, Sandhavati Samsarati. Remember? Can you look at this word? Vijnanam, all right? Sandhavati Sansarati. Remember these 2 words, Samsara. Sandhavati Samsarati. Same consciousness, run and run and run. The Buddha said, no, it's not. I show you the thought process also, remember this. And what happened at the moment of death? I try to show you Chutti and Patisandhi, death and rebirth. Death, Chutti, Patisandhi. Okay, how come Patisandhi came to this side? Sorry. Yes, I, Rahul, this problem, Chutti and Pati Sandhi. Chutti and Pati Sandhi. And then what will happen? What kind of karma? So the Buddha said, what? Sanya vipallasa. Sanya is what? What is sanya?
Perception.
Perception. You can say data, register, memory, so on. Too much perception. When we have too much data, too many things we try to remember, it becomes upset, illusory, perversion, distractions, right? Distortion. Then chitta vipallasa. What is chitta vipallasa? Thought. Too many thoughts. Then weave. Idea. Weave or idea. So the Buddha said what? Can you remember? When you have too much perception, distortion, illusion, perversion, this is what will happen to the human beings. Anicce niccang, dukkhe sukhang, anatte attang, asubhe subhang. Remember, sensei, these things. Our mind gets upset, upside down. Things are impermanent, but we think that it is permanent. Life is with so much pain and suffering, but we think that no, it is very happy. There's nothing belong to us to say, I, my, mine, my Japan, I am Rahul, this, that, or this is my son, this is my house, but we claim. Asubhe Subham, the body is very ugly. There's a lot of unwanted things, but we take it as so nice, so colorful, so beautiful, so handsome. Likewise. So see these four: Nicca, Sukha, Atta, Subha. So the Buddha said Anicca, Dukkha, Anatta, Asubha. We said Nicca, Sukha, Atta, Subha. Right? If I write something here, what is it called? World is permanent. Life is happy. This is my this. Right? Right, Sensei. Rahul claim, I am very handsome. See? I'm very handsome. We think that. We don't claim that. So the Buddha said, right? The worldling, we monks, nuns, upasaka, upasikas, right? We all claim that the world is nice place. So the Buddha said, no, it is impermanent, right? Everything ever change, right? That's what the Buddha said. Everything ever change. Everything ever change. Right? Dukkhe loko. World is establishing pain, suffering. Sabbe dhamma anatta. Right? Just giving you simple. Asubhe subham. Asubhe subham. What did Buddha say in Satipatthana Sutta? Right? Kunapa. Kunapa mean what? Lot of. You must read a little bit Pali. The body has a lot of unwanted things inside, outside. Is it full of all those kind of things? But we claim it's very nice look, very handsome, very this, very that. It's due to the Buddha said, but why people think like that? We all think. It is because due to, what do we say? This nature. Clear? Okay, Sensei. Thank you. Thanks today for taking time. Thank you very much today. Something happened, but we can. So take note. I'm trying to share with you doctrinally. Very, very important. Because when you learn early Buddhism, you must have a good base of the Dharma to support them. So wish you all, Sensei, and all of you, good health, good life, happy life. I wish the Japan can open very soon, so I can come and see you very soon. We can have a lesson in Tokyo. Get Bante also to come, or you all come to Singapore. Stay in our temple. Then 1 month learning Buddhism. Right? Hiroko? Can So I have pagoda here. You can sit down there, hilltop. Right? So Mamoru also make a compound for you. So wish you all health, wealth, protection, peace, happiness, goodwill, good life. Everyone living in our countries, Japan, Singapore, Sri Lanka, India, the world at large. We all live in Sri Lanka. Please chant, pray for Sri Lanka. It's under so much trouble. Please pray for Russia and Ukraine. Please also look at that what is happening in Pakistan and other countries. So sad, a lot of bad things ongoing. May the Buddha Dhamma Sangha bless all of you. Hayang kinchi vittang idhva hurang va Sagge suvayang ratanang panitang Nano samang atti tathagatina Idam pibuddhi ratanang panitang Etina saccena suvatti hotu. Thank you.
Sadhu, sadhu,
Sadhu, sadhu.
Thank you very much, Bhante.
Thank you, Bhante.
Sensei, try to come, man. We want to see you. Okay. Okay, Sensei. Right. Now, what here, right? No. I have to go to file, right?
Yes.
And save as?
Only save.
Only save.
Yes.
Can save.
Saved.
Okay. Then I unsave Rahul. Right? Right? Oh.
Thank you.